Alright guys, so I got another way of showing you the way the world looks. Check this out. The actual way the earth is. So look, I'm gonna go over here to a spot everybody should know or has heard of, called the N-uke. This right here. Alright, so what we're saying is, this right here is the N-uke. This chip right here, this plate, this is a plate. It's a plate between two plates. It's a small plate. And I guess it's from here it goes from here to there, like there. So what I want y'all to really look at is where I put the pin at, so you could better see it. Look at this spot right here. All right, see that spot? See how it makes that W? How it makes a M right here, or it makes a W right there, or it makes a lightning bolt. Barack Obama land over here. All right, check this out. On the other side of the world, I'll show you. All right, so this is the other side of the world. This right here is the N-uke on the other side of the world. See how it makes a W, has like a W shape going in it. You can see there's a W shape going in it. W shape. See what I mean? It's on the other side of the world. It's weird. It's like, it's there. I think it's this part right here. Oh, there it is, right there. It's this, that. Alright? So on the other side of the world, it's the same thing. That. Bam. Alright? It sticks out, right? So watch this. I'm gonna line this up. That's about as good as it gets, I suppose. Let me make sure. So what you want to look for is that spot, right? Look for the N-uke, where it's at, right? It should overlap. See what I mean? It overlaps. Now, what are you seeing in the background? Foreground, you're seeing a dragon with his wings right here. Dragon wings. And there's his body right there. And this is them together. Alright? It's a dragon. So what I could do is I just want to show y'all what North America would look like compared to it. I think it would be yeah, that's about right there. It's about right. That's about perfect. That's about perfect. This is about as good as it gets for you. I'm gonna do so you can see it and take the picture. Bam. Then I'll go over here and zoom in on it for you guys. So what you want to look for is the N-uke would be like around here, around, where's BC, right around there. So when the crack comes out of the mouth of the dragon's head is right here, right? That's his wing. That's a wing. This is his body. And then the crack that comes out of his mouth goes up like this. And the N-uke is right there. You can see it. Just like that. And that's what it looks like. So what I'll do is I'll take some pictures and crop them real quick so I can show you what they look like in full color. So I go to opacity, go like that. Then I go to crop. I'm gonna crop out that part right there so you can see his body. say that's about right. That's the body of the dragon. That's his tail. That's his leg. That's his leg. That's his wing. That's his wing. Yeah, man. Now, the thing is, this is what he looks like on the other side of the world right here. This is the underside of the dragon. His belly, his tail, his feet, or his balls, or whatever. I don't know if he has two penises or what, I don't know. And then there's his head over here, top side of the world. And a lot of people have seen my videos where I show his face. There he is. Alright, guys. The Bible has the word of Yah in it, and the word of Yah has warned you all the way from Genesis to Revelations that as in the beginning, so too shall be in the end. The word of Yah is Yeshaya. He is the body of Ahaya Shar Ahaya. He is the word, and he comes to reinforce the Amra Torah, the Amra and the Torah. Alright, all the way down to the Tav. Okay, all the way down to the letter. Not a tot and jittle shall miss this guy, because you guys are being fooled, and he told us all. I'm not just gonna say you guys, because hey, I'm not perfect and no man is. Alright, there was a perfect sacrifice, and that was as close as we can get. And so this is it, man. This is the dragon, and you're not safe on the other side of the world because you're still on the dragon. This is the body. This is the wing. This is a wing. This is his head. And this is his lava chamber. His lava tube. All the way down to Yellowstone. And all the way through. Alright, so you guys don't get played by his disciples and his preachers and his false gods and idols and fake angels. Don't be scared by his demons and stuff. Just know you got salvation, who is Yeshaya. That's what his word. That's what the name means. That's what it is, and it's also the body of Ahaya Shar Ahaya, because you can't say Ahaya Shar Ahaya without Yeshaya. And Yeshaya is the middle of Ahaya Shar Ahaya. It's the body. And Ahaya is the wings. Ahaya is on both sides, surrounding the inside, which is Yeshaya on the inside. But you got to have the right side. His name from the right side, Yeshaya. That's the mark of that's the mark. So when you see it written out, it's going to be written with it's going to be spelled as Yasha, Y-A-S-H-A, and it's going to have an apostrophe, and that means my, but it's pronounced Yah, so it's Yasha Yah. All right. I hope you guys are not at your wits' end. Hope you keep your wits about you. Don't give up. Like, there's a moment in time where the biggest struggle that you have is trying to convince people. It's not when the trouble starts. When the trouble starts, my job is done. I tried to warn you. Okay? There's nobody there to save you. I shouldn't say I tried to warn you. I put out the word because the word flow through man, and that's our will. That's the free will. If it's, my free will is to serve the word, and you gotta take that with a grain of salt. I can't be serving two things at once and be honest about both. You know what I mean? So a man is a believer, and a believer in what? The word. The word, everything come through the word. Well, how are you going to believe without your memory, first off? So it has to be saved in order for you to believe. Have faith. And salvation is Yashaya. So, and he's the word, he's the salvation, he's the body, he's the light, he's the beginning and the end. Come on, man, you guys get it. So Micaiah is Michael. Micaiah, that's Michael, who y'all call Michael over here in English. It's not even Michael, it's Micaiah. Micaiah. So yeah, man, like, all this is all taken care of, bro. Like, you guys are in the mix for no reason. You're out there struggling and striving to be whatever Babylon has pretty much convinced you to be, fooled everyone to be. Everybody in Babylon be fooled, because they don't understand what the word is. They don't understand the truth, because Babylon does not promote the truth, does not advertise the truth, and nor will ever give you the truth. Babylon, that's why Babylon is going to be destroyed again. Babylon is the city. Babylon is the land. Babylon is the people. Babylon is the language. Babylon is the spirit. And it's religious. It's religion. Period. You guys, I'm sorry if you guys, feel so attached to the word religion. But I'm pretty sure that the word religion is not even in the word, is not even in the Bible, first off. So when somebody asks you what your religion is, the only thing you're going to see in the Bible close to religion is legion. And that's where it comes from. Because in the Bible it was legion, and now it's back. It's religion. Okay? So in the Bible it was set, and now it's back. It's reset. You know what I mean? In the Bible it was baal, but now it's back. It's rebel. Baal, Baal, it's all whatever. Rebel, it's all whatever. Whatever you guys want to call it, man. Like, you guys, there's nothing new under the sun now. Alright? So, like I said, everything with a grain of salt, because just because it's new to you, don't mean that it's the truth. It's a variation, it's an imitation, and it comes to steal, kill, and destroy, which is you, the truth. You're bait. I mean, you're bait also. They have ways of parading about so that they attract more. They use you as bait to attract more. by, you know, making a fool out of you so that you believe, or they'll, you know, stage some stuff so that you can somehow, if after you sell out, or, you know, convince you to sell out, they show you, use you as an example, and then they get everybody to fall in line. That's advertisement, that's marketing. They use every little last bit of you, and then at the end of the day, you know, they don't find out, because nobody finds out, because they got an NDA on you, a non-disclosure agreement, to where you can't tell nobody. You got a gag order on you, so you can't tell nobody till 10 years later, and all the damage is done, and all the souls are sold. Once all the souls are lost and sold, your ass can come out 10 years later and say, oh, well, I was under NDA, and I couldn't say anything, but this is what happened, and this is what they did, and these guys, and this and that. Man, those guys then set up shop, shut down, took everything, took all the souls, shut down shop, opened up a new shop, renamed it under a new name, new guys, new different everything. And it's not new, it's just different, but it's all the same. Yes, you know what I mean? It's just a cover up, and they keep it moving, and they do plenty of them. They do a league of these things. It's legion. How you just looking in one place to say, oh, the bad guy's over here? It's everywhere. It's inside of your mouth. That's a part of the program, or else you can't go through them doors. So you got to have the words practiced and passive, you know what I mean? So that's Babylon. Babylon is passive on you. Your passive life style is Babylon, and you don't understand it, because that's the word that you speak, and your word is your tongue is a tongue of lack of understanding, and your tongue is a tongue of destruction. Your tongue is a tongue of money. They say time is money. Well, and this tongue is all about capitalism. So somebody's always out to come take your money, take your time, take your life, take your soul. All right, do you understand that? That's the tongue that you speak. That's English. It's English. What an angel come to do? It's come to serve, or it's coming to take. One or two. Loosen or bind. What you choose, right? So you're dealing with a fallen angel. You're dealing with broken English. You're dealing with broken angels. You're dealing with, so what? Come on now. You gotta really take this to heart and consider the fact that you cannot just walk up out of sin. You have to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that you have salvation, and you understand the name of the word. You understand his name. His name is Yashaya. His name is in his father's name, Ahaya Sharahaya. His name has the law in it. It has the Ruach Kadesh in it. It has the 10 Commandments in it. All of those words come from that name. All of the prophets come from that name. You don't even understand. All of their fathers come from that name. You guys don't even understand. You guys better look it up. All of the prophets come from that name. All of the laws come from that name. So, yeah, you guys are saying sub names, but if you're not saying Ahaya Shar Ahaya, you guys are really missing out on Yashaya. And you're missing out on the Ruach Kadesh, because the Ruach Kadesh is in the name. That's where the R comes in. Ahaya Shar. Ahaya Shar, that's where Yashar comes from. That's righteous, okay? That's right, that's upright. You can't, if you speak it and believe it, then therefore you receive it. So if you don't speak it, then therefore you don't believe it, and therefore you don't receive it. So you're in denial. The children are speaking these names. The children are saying the name. The babies are saying the name, and the mothers are responding or not. It depends on whether the phone is their baby, or it depends on whether the app is their baby. It depends on whether some piece of technology that takes up all their time, that they're spending most of their life on, is their baby, or if their actual Yah-given child, is their baby. Or if the doctor has somehow said we take control and claim of this baby, or the government takes the baby, then, you know what I mean, they're not going to even nowhere near get close to raising this child up in Yashar. They're going to beat that out of them. They're going to, they have a way of forcing and calling it convincing, coercion that they call consent. And these are the ways of the serpent. Like they're very slick with their tongue, man. And you're called to be as wise as a serpent, meaning you use the word the way that it is supposed to be used. But gentle as doves. You don't abuse the word, unlike the serpents do. Because they use the word, they use the truth as poison. And the gift is the curse for them. That's why they come with a caduceus. That's why they come as false gods and idols and all this mess. That's why they all statued up. And they're on every seal of authority. And without that, you got war. And they're coming to kill you. Because the truth will wipe them out. They won't be able to survive with the truth. They have to be able to have you not knowing the truth. The truth is dangerous to them. It's the truth is like a virus to them. They will go all out, shut down the world, kill whoever is in charge of the country that has the truth in it, and then they will hire somebody else to come in and inoculate everybody, so that the truth will not even be in your ear. Like, you will totally have a bunch of mindless people with no will, no truth, and the truth hurts them. So what they do is they get you to become them, because it will become in your best. Protecting them will be in your best interest after that, and there's no going back. That's when you sell your soul. Whoever possesses your soul is in your best interest all of a sudden. Like, that's pretty much the way they make it clear to you. Like, you guys are wondering, you need to go back and look at my other video that I made yesterday about how the toxoplasmosis, how they man, it knows the human body, bro. It knows how to get from your butt to your head by going and making somebody else do it to you. Okay? So this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, you're dealing with demons that know the human body. They've already defiled the earth once before, and they're coming to do it again. Alright? And this is their leader. This is their leader. All big things start with George for these guys. By George is what they go by. They be like, by George, this and that. By George, that and this. They try to get George Foreman to beat up on Ali, but Ali shut that shit down. Anyway, I'm not Muslim, but I am Salam. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm Yarushalam. Alright? Hero Shalom. That's what I am. I'm Hero Shalom. So I understand what the Muslim man is over there talking about. I understand what they're talking about, man. I understand. Because black man over here in America is the first thing that you're going to notice. There's a lot of black men turn Muslims. Be like, hold on, what the heck? Why is this? When you realize, when you find out where you're coming from, you find out where your people went to. And then you find out where they full circle. You know what I mean? It's coming full circle. They're trying to pit. They're divide and conquer. You know what I mean? When you take a piece of the body, when you take like the word science and conscience, if you take the CON out of conscience, you have science. But that makes it incomplete. It's not a complete word anymore. Conscience is the complete word. So now you have unconscious. You know what I mean? Now, unconscious is a self-explanatory word. Science needs you to be unconscious in order for it to be science. You cannot be conscious and it, like, you can't coexist. Conscience and science cannot coexist. Science is unconscious. Okay? So, look. Science feeds off of the unconscious and science kills the conscious. Okay? It kills the conscious, and once it's unconscious, it's science. That's what they call evolution. It's evolved now. It's Eve and Lucifer. They coming to steal, kill, and destroy. Alright? AI. That's an I. And that's an I. See how perfectly symmetrical this I is? People be doubting me, man. I be trying to tell y'all, fam. That's a dragon, man. That's a dragon. That is a dang dragon right there for you. The whole body. So, like I said, man, they chop this body up. They take the earth and flip it and reverse it and twist it around, turn it upside down and all this mess. So that you can't fathom, because fathom is what, 10,000 fathoms under the sea. You can't fathom the body on the other side of the world is the same body on this side of the world. You can't fathom that this wing right here is this wing right here. You can't fathom that this wing right here is this wing right here. So when I go to the opposite side of the world, this is where it is. This is it. This is it. This is the opposite side of the world. You understand? This is it. You can't fathom that. Fathom. You can't fathom this. His head is on the other side of the world looking right at North America. It's more North America than North America is. Damn near. Alright, you can't fathom that. It's more over here towards Russia. Kamchatka Peninsula looking right in at America. Waiting for y'all to talk some mess. And it's gonna, you saw Alaska all the way down to California had that earthquake. And they looking at Yellowstone and Memphis, Tennessee. Man, you ain't gonna be safe in Maine, I tell you. Shoot, he could slap Maine. Look at him. He could snap his fingers and all this whole East Coast go out. You understand that? That's the dragon. That's the god of this world. He was left in charge of this world, I should say. He's not God. He's not Yah. You know what I mean? He's God of this world. The God part is him. That's him. Gothic. He's terrible. He's terrible. Earth. Terror. Terror. Terra. Terror. 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 Tara. Terror. Terrible. Baal. Bull. He's a bull. Bully. Bull. Bowl. Bull. Alright, Chicago Bulls. Anyway. So yeah, man. A bull, alligator, bull, dragon, bull, whatever you want to call it. He's a male. So yeah, man, this is you guys stop trying to argue with yourselves and just listen to the fact that this world that you believe in is deceiving you purposely, not by accident, purposely, systematically, right away, out the gate. As soon as you get born, they shooting your butt right in the heel, just like Genesis 3:15. Yeah, the seed of the serpent shall strike the heel of the seed of the woman. Yep. And the head of the seed of the woman, the heel of the seed of the woman shall strike the head of the seed of the serpent. Shall be upon the head of the seed of the serpent. Okay? So, this is what we're looking at, man. Like, you're walking on top of the dragon right now. Alright? But these earthquakes, that's him striking your heel. You're losing your balance. You're falling down like you're drunk or something like that. Now, one thing that we do know about reptiles, they shed their skin. They get real loose, Lucifer. They get real loose. You understand? So, they say that the dirt is mostly dead skin cells, dust, dirt. So, for what we could be seeing is a molted, this could be like the skin left over once he peeled out of his skin. But he's still underneath where the water is. See how the water is like, it's thick. Like, there's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like, there's shallow water right here. But he's like bulging. You can just see him just bulging over the plates. Look at him. He's just bulging. He's there. He's there. Same thing over here. You see him just bulging. He's thick. He's bulging. See the bold, like writing, bold. That's his jawline. Bold. That's his wing. Alright. So over here, all this is like, it's bold. This is where he moves his head back and forth over here. This is all jawline action where he moves his head. He's been wobbling around over here. This does look like shedded flesh over here. Wrinkly flesh. Shedded snake skin. Alright. So, yeah, man, all this is bold on top of that, man. This is bold outline. Damn, these are big cockroaches. Big cockroaches out here, boy. Tell you. Boy, got some big cockroaches over here in Nashville. Make me wonder. So, I understand these reptiles get big, but they used to tell us about how insects used to get big and stuff back in the day. So I could only imagine them under the ground, down there doing their tunneling underground. We talking about aliens and stuff. Man, you had the movie Men in Black when we were fighting cockroaches and spaceships. They say life is stranger than fiction. I've read some books, and come to find out, this is what these dark forces are believing in. They believe in these dual system. There's a reptile and an insect, a serpent and an insect kingdom. Say the serpents trap you. I think Jonathan Kleck was the one that put me onto this. The dude that talks about the disasters on the money, on the dollar bills and stuff. He points out the disaster. I think he was the one that like invented that or something like that, or not invented, but like first pointed it out. But he said there's supposed to be like a dual system where it's like aliens and insects. I shouldn't say aliens, but they're both aliens. They're both extraterrestrial. They're both aliens. They're not human. Well, we call it not human. Fallen and whatever. One is insect and one is reptile. And the insects like devour under the ground, devour, like their kingdom is to devour souls or whatever, and the reptiles are to trap you. So you get poisoned and trapped by the reptiles, and then the insects devour you. You know what I mean? Like If the reptile don't trap you, if you defeat the reptile, then the insect can't devour your soul. So I figure the insect is death. It must be death. Yeah, must be. They always show death as a skeleton. Well, insects have exoskeletons, you understand? So that's another thing. So you got scales and skeleton. The dragon with his scales, and reptiles with their scales, and you got the insects with their exoskeletons. And then there's man with the skeleton. Interesting. But yeah, man, that's just a little, little quick update on what's been going on, as far as how I'm trying to show you guys that there's more to this world than we're being told, and no matter how far along you get, they're only going to get you further away from the truth. And that's what I mean by the being trapped by the serpents. The serpents trap you by leading you astray, and the insects are the ones that are going to devour you once you can't find your way back. That's darkness. That's hell. They're like fire down there, probably. You ever fall into a pile of ants? Like fire, boy, I tell you. I did that when I was a child. Man, no fun. Fire ants, too. They were fire ants. They got me. But I used to like to mess with the bees and stuff. So the bees, I've probably been stung more than a beekeeper by the time I was like 8 years old, from just running around playing, catching bees with bare hands. Eventually got to the point where I could just catch them with bare hands. It didn't care if I get stung, tried not to get stung. Some I caught without getting stung, most I got stung. But eventually I started exploding firecrackers in my hand, so I didn't fear getting stung by bees anymore. So that was something. It's kind of funny. It's how wild I was as a child, and things I did as a child I wouldn't do today. Like, it's kind of funny. It's just like it's like I said, man. If man should be very thankful. You should be very thankful. Right now, you have the time to pray for forgiveness and find out the truth. Because I tell you the truth, man, when the Son of Man come back, like I said, there's things that I wouldn't do today as a man that I would do as a child. I would do some serious damage to this world if I was a child. So I'm telling you, man, for what they're doing to these children today, some child out there is going to make them pay. It's going to make everybody pay. It's going to make everybody pay. Alright? It's going to be the child of Yah. So you guys better watch out, man. The son of Yah is coming back soon. Alright? You guys, thanks for watching. Congratulations to anybody that made it this far in the video. I pray that there's many blessings coming to you, coming straight to your ear to motivate your heart in the righteous ways and give you inspiration. Where the body is weak, the spirit will fill the gap for you. The Ruach Kadesh leading the way. Alright, to the Rabbi Haya Kadosh, to the Rabbi Hayashara Haya Kadosh, to the Rabbi Yeshaya Kadash, to the Rabbi Ruach Kadesh, to the Rabbi. Amen.